What's up, Yugitube? It's your boy Enthision here, with a first look at Yu-Gi-Oh's new Genesys format. I was, and still am, a little skeptical about this format, as any format where Ash is at 3 is sketchy as hell. But after talking and playing with some friends, we found the format to be enjoyable. Of course, everyone is still trying to figure out the nuts, and so I can't make much of a judgment. However, while theory crafting with some friends, we came up with this monstrosity. It's still a rough draft, but after playing it, it does what it's supposed to. Introducing Dark Maju. This is your typical Grand Maju deck with a twist, because the actual focus here is to special summon Grepher or Armageddon Knight and pitch either Gizmek Orochi or Plague Spreader to grave while you have access to the other. This will allow you to summon both Orochi and Plague, then you can synchro into a Sword Soul Changing. Changing gains 100 attack and defense for every banished card, face up or face down. But that's icing. When a card is banished, Changing can banish one card from your opponent's field and one card from their graveyard. Gizmek Orochi's effect is a once per turn, quick effect, and so, during either turn, you can banish 8 to summon Gizmek, then banish 2 from your opponent because of Changing, giving Changing 1000 more attack points. As if that's not enough, Red Resonator and its search card cost nothing in this format, and interestingly enough, combo's pretty nasty with this. Resonator plus either Armageddon Knight or Dark Grepher leads to synchro summoning Horse Prince, which can summon Grand Maju from the deck. Horse Prince requires a Fire Tuner as material for its summon, so Red Resonator is the perfect card for this. In this deck, the Radiant Kaiju has 3 duties, playing as removal, as pitch fodder, and as synchro material for our level 10 synchros, which truth be told only come into play if the duel drags on. With Ruddy Rose Dragon, it can banish cards from grave when summoned, combing nicely with Changing, but can also tribute itself to save a monster from destruction and negate the card. It could also summon Black Rose Dragon, but we are still working out the extra deck. The Arms of Genesys Return 0 can negate an opponent's monster's effects by banishing a monster from your grave with the same attribute. And I don't think it's once per turn, but is once per attribute. In a mirror match it will come in handy, but in general, you will be able to negate dark and fire monsters, and the banish will again trigger Changing. This is a 3-card combo ultimately, but boy does it pack a punch. Speaking of the combo, you can see the full combo play out right now. Although this is a hard-going second deck, it can put up a decent turn 1 board. A card I've yet to mention is Eater of Millions. This card has the unique ability to banish 5 or more cards from the extra deck, and also can banish a monster that it would battle, face down, thus allowing it to combo with both Changing and Grand Maju, while still being a threat on its own. Because it also gains attack and defense for each banished card, it can get pretty big, and has the ability to remove almost any threat from the opponent. Some other notable cards for this deck is the Ready Fusion, with All Vain, the Essence of Vanity. It's a level 2 Dark Tuner that can be pulled directly from the extra deck. This helps us make level 10 synchro when we can't get to Plague Spreader. Paying 1000 life points for Ready Fusion, like giving the opponent 1000 life points with Upstart Goblin, actually works well with Chicken Game, as the player with lowest life doesn't take damage. So you can get at least a 2000 point cushion, making the opponent decide, does he want the draw from Chicken Game, or does he destroy it to get some damage in? Finally we get to the pot cards. Typically in Grand Maju, Pot of Desires is no-brainer. Most PPL will take the risk of potentially banning Grand Maju to draw 2, but Pot of Extravagance can banish 6 from extra, which is only 4 less card, a total of 1200 attack points, but it guarantees Grand Maju won't be banished. The downside is you can't draw other cards the turn you use it. This is why we decided to go with Desires over Extravagance. With Chicken Game and Upstart, we can potentially draw up to 6 cards before we even activate Desires. And with a lot of cards being searchable or accessible through other cards in our deck, it's totally possible for us to get the combo out and then throw out Desires, getting us 10 more banished cards on top of whatever we got going. As we take our focus to the duel in front of your eyes, you can see what this combo looks like going second. First we search the Red Resonator, because we don't want to risk banishing all 3, especially while we have the Searcher in hand and also because we have the Gizmek. Also on Summon Red Resonator will special summon Gren Maju from hand, skipping the need for Horse Prince, and also acting as a level 2 tuner, replacing the need for Plague Spreader Zombie or Allvain. This means Chinging is live. The Gizmek and Desires will banish a total of 18 cards, with our Eater of Millions waiting in the wing to banish pretty much everything else from the extra deck, to boost Chinging and Gren Maju that much more. Our opponent could see the writing on the wall, but he was not going to let Gren Maju beat him, but with Chinging being just as strong, it didn't really matter. And Chinging swings for game. Don't worry about Op not scooping. Opponent and I chat a little about the format. Both of us are pretty excited, but as you saw, no one played Ash or Droll, so both decks got to do what they wanted to do and just had to deal with the obstacles in front of them. I'm sure once the Droll and Ash starts seeing play, this format will take a turn, but so far it's been pretty fun. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Enthision out.